Good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Singleton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Administrator. I come to you live Monday evenings at 7 p.m. and bring you a card and show you how to make one. I hope everyone had a great weekend and a great day. Here in Arizona, we have been having odd weather for May. So yesterday it rained. Today it rained. It's cloudy and it's cool. No complaints. However, I do like the warmer weather, but it was already starting to get into the 90s and it's May. Typically we're about 85-ish, which is my very good weather for me. That's my like very good weather. I don't even mind the 90s. I like the warmer weather. Cold, not so much. But it rained pretty nice yesterday and this morning when I was taking my granddaughter to school. It was sprinkling on us, so that was quite interesting to be sprinkling. But anyways, so I kind of cooled everything off, kind of cleaned out the air, made it all smell nice. That was really fun and very enjoyable. So we have a nice little holiday coming up, which is Mother's Day. So I was trying to figure out a card to make, and Stampin' Up! This year, in any of their stamps, did not have a Happy Mother's Day stamp. So I am using a stamp that is retired that says Happy Mother's Day on it, but everything else is not retired. Well, in the new catalog, it's some of my stuff is not there. It is retired. So as of tomorrow, when you can order from the brand new catalog, which is so exciting, I'm so glad that everyone gets to order from the new catalog. I chose peach pie as the ribbon, and that you're not able to order. So some of this is retired, but you can pick whatever you have it in your stash. But I just wanted to make a Mother's Day card to show you can make a Mother's Day card. And some people have Happy Mother's Day stamps in their stash. You just have to kind of go back in and look where you have them. Some get stamps in their paper pumpkins. Save all those kinds of stamps because you will use them in different things. So definitely save those kinds of stamps because sometimes they don't put them in other stamp sets. I'm not sure why they didn't this year, but they did not. So I have this really pretty card, and I want to shout out, I cased this from a lady when I was looking at different cards to make, and her name is Sharon. She didn't give a last name. Good evening, Mom. Thanks for joining. So her name is Sharon, and she did not put a last name on her website. So I cased this from her, and anytime that I case a card, I do like to give that person a name, a shout out, because I am using their ideas. So she did do this. I just changed the greeting. She had something else, and I changed the inside just a tad a bit. But I did case the idea from her. So anyways, but I loved the colors that she used. So I've used this stamp set before on one of my lives. The paper. This bundle, I think, is going to sell out when it goes live to everyone else because people are using this bundle. It is the Florals in Bloom Sweet Collection. So I did another card with this, and I did it with different paper. So this paper that I used tonight is totally different. So, oh my goodness. I think this set is just beautiful. So I let the paper be the focal point and just put a little saying on here, and it is gorgeous. So I'm going to show you. It's a super easy card to make. You can make it, in no time at all. See if this will work again. There we go. So here is the card. Super simple, super easy to make. And this paper is beautiful. It's got some beautiful colors in it. And I used this new color this blue is called Secret Sea. This is not the new orange. This is peach pie. We do have peach pie as paper, but we don't have this peach pie ribbon in the new catalog. And then I did the inside like I did the other time. So I took a piece of the Secret Sea, and then I took a piece. This piece is left over from when I cut out this piece and this piece, and so I just I made the inside so that it does this. So this Secret Sea piece is like 1 inch, and then this piece is like 3/4 of an inch, and then it's by 4, and then this is by 3/4 by 3/4. So it just makes it a nice little layer inside, and then you still have a place to write on the inside or stamp another greeting on the inside too. But I thought that was really pretty. So I did different jewels, and I did the same kind of knotting, but this is die cut from the Stylish Shapes, and those are in the new catalog as well. So I just thought that was really pretty. And of course I did the envelope. So I'm going to stick with the colors. I was going to do a different greeting, but I didn't pull one out. So I've been doing some other crafting and trying to get caught up on some more thank yous that I'm taking on my trips, and I did not get that pulled. So what I did was I got everything all cut out for this same card. So I'll just make this same card instead of a different greeting. And I will show you, I don't know that you can see. Now let's get my envelope piece glued on, because I like to get that glued and get that dry, because I did an earlier envelope piece and I got glue all over everything. So that's why I do it early enough so that the glue dries, because I couldn't cut the envelope piece till it was all dry. So I'm glad I did it earlier. Then it can dry and I can cut it out. So this is the other side of that paper. So you know our paper is two-sided, which is so nice because you can use either side that you want. But this is the other side of that. So the emblems paper, what's nice about it, one side is like a floral and the other side is kind of like a geometric paper. So you could use the geometric side too if you want to do something different. But I chose to use the floral side. So I'm going to put this on here and get this so I can get setting. Yeah, that's good. All right, and then I'll set that aside. So I did my 8.5 by 5.5, scored it at 4 1/4. And we are going to fold that, and that makes it so it folds it in half. And I am going to open it like a book. I've been doing some cards and I've been opening. So I folded it like a book. So I did a card earlier today, messing with my cards. I cut it the same, but I turned it this way and I'm going to open it this way. So you can still do that too. I'm going to actually put this so that it's going to sit nice and flat. All right, so you know I like layers, so I loved how this person layered this, and I was so happy. So my first layer is this Secret Sea. So it is not quite the navy that we have. We have a night of navy. It's not quite the navy. It's just a different color of blue, and I really like it. So it's an off color from the night of navy we have, so it's different. So this is your typical 5 1/4 by 4. So that's going to go on here. But I'm not going to put this on yet because I'm going to wrap ribbon around it. So I'm going to set this aside because I am going to glue it on if I don't. This piece, which has got the flowers on it, pardon me, is 5 by 3 3/4. So that piece we can glue together. So these two pieces will glue together, and then we'll eventually glue them on to the peach pie. So let's glue this together. Oh, looks pretty sort of even. I got a little bit more room on the bottom than I do the top, but that's okay. All right, so that's going to sit like that. Let's do some stamping on the white piece, the white circle piece. So I did have in the bloom, in the Pretty Florals, this is one of the stamp sets in the you get 2 stamp sets if you buy the suite. But the Pretty Florals set, no, I lied. Telling Stories in the other stamp set, which is on my pile in here. All right, where are you? You get 2 stamp sets. That one probably didn't, but you get Sweet Blooms and you get the Pretty Florals. I was originally going to use the Pretty Florals, but I ended up using Sweet Blooms. Sorry. This little set here, they look like flowers of some sort. I don't really know what they are, but I didn't want this to be completely white. So I stamped on this. So what I did was this is the stamp, and I stamped it with peach pie. So, but I stamped off. That's why it's got, yes, this is my little. So we're gonna ink that up. Nice thing about our photopolymers are you can see through them. So I kind of check it and I see, okay, that is pretty good. That's inked up nicely, but I'm going to stamp off. See, that's really juicy because this is a new stamp. And then I'm going to stamp on. I just want some on there. I don't want it to be super bright like that. I am going to stamp the Happy Mother's Day, and that will be pretty dark. And I'm going to stamp that in the Secret Sea. All right. So I got the Happy Mother's Day. Where did I get that out of? It is another stamp set that is not, that's discontinued, from the Perennial Postage. So I save almost all my stamp sets, but if you don't, you could make one up or whatever, but I save mine for this reason. This was just discontinued not too long ago, so I just went searching for it. So that looks like it's pretty stamped. And I'm going to stamp as close to the middle as I can. There we go. That's really nice. Okay, so that's stamped on. Now we can glue the white piece to our secret C circle. So when you die cut these come out with some ridges. And the ridges on this side, you can't see them in the camera, but let's see if it focuses. No, it won't. All right, so this side, they're like raised ridges. This side, they're indented ridges. You want the indented ridges up. It just looks better. You could do that side if you prefer, but it just looks more finished if the indented ridges are down. And when you see it, you'll know what I mean. So we're going to glue these two pieces. And try not to put your glue through the dots either. And then that leaks through. I'm trying to make that just about as even all the way around as you can. And I'm going to glue these pieces together. I'm doing my gluing now. And then I'm going to put my ribbon on. There we go. I didn't want, the flowers looked a little upside down. And I'm going to put this sort of in the middle-ish, try and make it even all the way around. Some reason that doesn't look, maybe I cut the blue piece uneven. Very possible. And then this is going to go on this piece, on the white piece. Oh, did a pretty good job. All right, and this is going to go on the inside. Gives a nice little layering for the inside as well. All right, now we're going to get a piece of ribbon just for this. All right, so scissors. Right, I usually use glue dots to put the ribbon. You can use tape. Oh, yeah, I didn't think you could see the ridges. It's hard. My camera doesn't like focus in on that too much. But in person, you'll be able to see the ridges. All right, so I use glue dots to put my ribbon on. You can use tape if you want. If you don't want to use glue dots, tape works because you won't see it, so it doesn't really matter. Glue dots just usually hold it. It's just a mirror way to hold the ribbon on. And tape will do the same thing. So I put this on here just to kind of give me a guide where I want to put my ribbon, because I don't want it to interfere with what I'm doing. But I am going to have a knot down here. So I just kind of judged it a little bit so that it wouldn't be in the way. And then I moved this out of the way so I had room to like work and try to get this. so that it wasn't crooked and on there, right? And not loose. All right. And then everyone knows that I like dimensionals, so I'm going to put this on with dimensionals because I love dimensionals. Plus it just gives, dimensionals just give it dimension, as it says. It just gives it character. So, and then we're going to put this on. And I know you can barely probably in there, but oh, you can see. There's that little background that I stamped that flower, this little flower thing on there. You can kind of see it. So it gives it just a little bit, then it's not quite just stark white. And that's what I really liked. Now I'm going to get another piece of ribbon and I'm going to tie just a knot on there. So we're going to make this, we're just going to bring it up and we're going to just tie a knot. So and then we will just trim these edges. I could have made this a little bit smaller, but I never know, and I just would rather not have not enough. I made that one bigger, but I think it needs to be shorter. There we go. All right, so there's a lot of wiggle room in this, so I'm going to take another glue dot and put that down. I'm going to take my so I'm going to get my, and I'm going to put this underneath here, and that's going to hold that in place, this ribbon in place for me. Okay. Yeah, that's better. So this doesn't move and wiggle around on me. All right. Now we're ready to put that on the front, and I just glued it on the front. And when I have ribbon, I always put glue on the ribbon as well. You thought it was all bling? Oh, I do have 3 bling on there, and I'll show you where I put the bling. So I put a little bit of glue right on the ribbon. Also, that just helps reinforce what was on there. And I turn this over because there's so much on the front card, it's hard to like get all that on there. This way you can do that. All right. Now we of course have to have bling. So these are not in the new catalog, but I have a lot of these. So you can go in your bling drawer. I'm sure you have extra of all kinds of stuff. I know I do. And these are the 2024, 2026 in color shimmer dots. Oh my goodness. So I thought these are peach pie actually. I thought these went very nicely. We don't have I shouldn't say that. Okay. I retract that from my mouth. We have these that are the Secret C. And I just didn't think that I guess it does go, but I could put them on there and make it different, but I really like this peach shimmer, I guess, better than I liked this particular Secret Sea shimmer. Let's put one on there. So, and this is the Secret Sea shimmer. That is because this is the new in colors that are out. So this is the one that is in the suite. This is the packet you get when you buy the whole suite. So, I mean, you know, it takes on a whole bunch of colors. It's kind of iridescent, so it takes on all kinds of different colors. But I guess I was looking more for the darkness of the color, and I looked in my bling, and the everything that had the like navy color to it wasn't quite right. So because it is a different shade, it is different. They do make everything to match the colors, so it just did not match correctly. So, you know, that wouldn't be bad. It would match. So, you know, it could go there. But I did like the peach. So I did put the peach on there. So it's your card. You make it. You can put what colors you want to go on there. Again, that's why, I mean, either one, I think the peach kind of stands out a little bit. Let's put another one. Oops. So see, there is bling on here. I always do have to have some kind of bling. There we go. And it does shimmer. So, and these are shimmery too. They do have a shimmer to them, but oops. Let's cut off the envelope and then we will be done. So when I cut my envelope, I don't like to use my good scissors because there might be some residual glue that's on here. So I just use scissors that I can just throw away if I need to eventually. I don't use good scissors. Sorry, I'm out of camera, but you don't need to. It's not a worry to see me cut this around the envelope. It's not like you have to watch me cut. All right, so then there's our pretty envelope and our pretty, and I just made the same card basically earlier. But that is our Mother's Day cards. It's our new, and tomorrow is the day that everybody gets to order out of the new catalog and the new online exclusives. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So we'll get to order out of everyone will get to order. So I'm sure it'll be super busy tomorrow to be able to order. But so anyways, I will be away this week, Wednesday through Sunday, but I do already have a live planned for Monday night. I already have it already organized. So I will be live Monday. Since I knew I was going to be coming back late Sunday, so I will have a live on Monday because I have it already planned. I am going to do a thank you card. It's not out of the new catalog, but it is a stamp that is in the catalog, or I think it's actually online, but because I just didn't want to pull something out of the new catalog, I didn't have time to play with that. But if you need anything, feel free to reach out to me. I will be here tomorrow, so I will be able to help you and get something that you need. Since the catalog is live tomorrow, let me know. Otherwise, I will talk to you later. Have a great week. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much for being a part of my life. And I will talk to you later. Thank you.